2017, and you can see numerous examples of this where we've got a major range break to the upside. Take for example here, big range break to the upside. Make note of the big bullish candles that came here on the daily time frame. In the end, they did end up getting wick filled on the lower time frame. So most of the time when you see these big bullish candles, again right here, look, even if it's a partial fill, it will usually come in and take the upper range wick for continuation. And we see this many times in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency asset class. Take a look right here when we had a range break. Big range here for Bitcoin, big bullish candle here. What do you know? In the future we come in for a wick fill and fill that big bullish candle, if not all of it, always at about 50% at least of the big bullish candle. And we'll take for example more examples here. Range break, big bullish candle. How much of that big bullish candle did we get in terms of a wick fill? About 60 to 70%. So you're always looking on them big bullish candle with the range breaks for the big bullish candles to come and get filled. Like here, even though it was a little tiny range, we got the big bullish candles out of there, and at that point we would have been eyeing up targets to the upside, but of course looking for this candle to come in and get filled at some point, which it did in the future. And of course, when you see absolutely major green candles on the daily time frame like this, they're inevitably going to get filled in the future. And it works both ways. When you see the big range breaks on the daily time frame with the big bearish candles, like right here, inevitably they do come in and get filled. And it's okay saying that, but in the time and in the moments of the heat of the moment, you know, you're always going to get excitement. Like, I'm sure many people was excited here in 2018 when they saw that big bullish candle right there. What do you know? Came in to get filled. Big bearish candle, fear. What do you know? Came in to get filled. So always on the daily time frame, we're looking at them big bearish, big bullish candles to get filled. And even if you just take a look from an outside perspective right here at this full 2019, 2018, 2020 move, take a look at what we got from the range in the basing out of the cryptocurrency market. Big massive range here. Look at that big bullish candle. We came in for a little tiny bullish candle fill, but we didn't quite get the full fill. And then after the big 5 waves to the upside, what did we see? The market came and filled that big bullish candle before then continuing to the upside. But before that we got big bearish candles, which inevitably came in to get filled. Even this bullish candle here, not a full fill, but at least 70 to 80% of that bullish candle got filled there. So when you see these big bullish candles on the daily time frame, you've got to recognize that these are likely to get filled. Another example here, got filled. Bearish candle got filled. And there are a couple of examples here where we haven't got the fill, and that is one on Bitcoin here that we've never really got the fill at about that 11 to 12,000, which is why when I'm looking at the higher time frames and we're sort of expecting a higher time frame bear market after the push up in the 5 waves of this cycle, that's why that is one of my major targets right here, to come in and take out all of these lows, all of these big bullish candles on the daily time frame that we've not got filled. That move back down would sort it all. It would absolutely take into fruition all of the market fills that we would probably want to see. Again, take a look here, big bullish candle on the daily time frame. It was the range break, and it was the reason why I was outlining that cluster of consolidation here for that pullback in early May, using the sell in May narrative. Obviously that's gone on a little bit longer than I expected, but no doubt about it, guys, if we was to see the 5 waves transpire after this move and see them big 5 waves to the upside, you're going to get big bullish candles. They're going to get filled on the lower time frame and then on the higher time frame. It just always happens. So that's just one thing that I always look out for on the higher time frame and lower time frame. Then big bullish candles on the daily time frame usually come in and get filled. That's why this area is a key one. I do expect Bitcoin to at least retrace down to $30,000 in the next bear market. And then again, we've got them targets down there at 10 to 12,000 to come in and fill them daily big bullish candles. But you see, always these big bullish candles, big bearish candles on the daily time frame, they always end up getting filled at some point. So the market always comes back. The market always comes back. So we're never in a rush. We're never going to FOMO up here for Bitcoin. When we recognize the market will likely at some point return to these levels, we see it all the time. Take a look at the big bullish, the big bearish candles. The market always comes back to them. And why? Let's think about it. When you see these big bullish candles on the lower time frame, what is happening in people's minds? Let's take a look at a previous cycle to go through what is occurring in people's minds at these levels. So here for Bitcoin, major range, so long, people getting bored, big breakdown. At this point, people are starting to think, uh-oh, this is death to Bitcoin, let's start to short. So at that point, if they're starting to short there, pull the Fibonacci's, where are them stop losses going to be? They're going to be at the 702, 786, 4.236 and 4.618. And that's where the stops are going to be. It's where the forced buyers come into the market again, even on the lower time frame here. What does that big green candle do? It induces people to start longing in this range. So what does the market do? It wipes them out. So that's why the big bullish candles and the big bearish ones are ones to watch out for always. So just recognize that's why the market does what it does. Here, for example, akin to the move I was talking about with XRP, potential free wave back to the move back to the upside. What does that big bullish candle on the daily time frame do? People start to long in this range right here, thinking, yeah, here we go. Market wipes them out. And as you see the big bearish candle, people start short. Market wipes them out. And as you see the big bullish candles on the daily time frame, the market wipes them out. And at this point here, where people are absolutely panicking, I think that was the unspoken event of 2020. What do people want to do there amongst most fear? They want to start to short with the stop losses above these levels in this range. Market wipes them out. So on the lower time frame, that's why I'm always talking about these big bullish and big bearish candle fills, range breakers, breaker candles. That's what I mean. So for anyone who's been asking recently, right, what do you mean about the daily range break candles or big bullish or big bearish candle breakers? That's exactly what I mean. I just thought I'd make a video here just going through some examples, previous examples as to why we see things happen in the market and why the market does what it does. It seeks liquidity, it seeks people's money, it wants to wipe people out. Even another example here, most recently, big bullish candle, came back to fill it. And that's why with Curve, when I put out that recent analysis where we saw a big bullish candle like this and we're kind of in this moment, people want to start to long in the range thinking, here we go, market will wipe them people out before we go to the upside. So just sit back, relax, let the market do the work. We're talking about lower time frame breaker candle fills here, not something so much that we're too bothered about. We're higher time frame spot traders here. We never really mess about too much in leverage, but recognizing that if you are in leverage, these type of things do happen. And that's why I always talk about these big bullish and big bearish candle fills. Of course, guys, it's not financial advice here, but just going through a bit of a key lesson, something to add to your arsenal, something to add to your toolkit that you can take away from this video today. Take it easy.